Efe Pokua se Ghana for samote se wawu a momo maninye ene wa be shefita wa be pe handkerchief fita pebi na muni ehim ne ahuri social media because be 1 week ni woda wona enema wo kom de wo fam ene attacks a eba no so no baby a wodune de wapem anhwe a wo bejemu na asem edina asem ko na Efe Pokua ene mention sensem Kelvin asanso abe react a na adwen wo ho after some money mo na guchi kopie mu ewo menhia na nsam no bebrena e na ba beto dweguso a ekoso a bede mu nkyeremu e ba besomom yes the Efe Pokua ne nsem okaye ebu otumfo animtia ene Asantehene na ene social media no so ebe gidigidi ye pa beda ne tribal war anyway ka na we can be odikan e the apology e ba ye anso ho a osanso e video bu nkotodwe anso ane hu so osanso be pie mu ewo menhia hemfia okoyeko bu nkotodwe na so nanom anye na chopa no antum so nkofa na wofuo na busuafo nyina emra se wonu ne hu yie dia na chopa no de wa kire bia no omatumi aye e de afa ho na efri so okomenhia ba ye na koda ne nsensem bebre binum so na hu hia so beko ebinum se hu hia bi kwambo se wanya de se woko no wanfa na busuafo ani na chi afekra de wutete nsema na ekoso binum kyerem se oba menhia na still na no hwe na nim ne kasa ye ne de ba wo ye ne ho na utim se onu ne ho na sa attacks na eba Ghana for so manu sini so amanfo kyerɛ madwen ene Captain Smart wo nua TV kwabo kasa nkada no ho bia nkobe won ada form no ne nyina no Efe Pokua afedi ayeye ameno na kyɛw pasen ena won pa biem nsɛm bɛn na won ka ede na wonyama Ghana for hu se wonu ne ho nti sebe ono nko ne nipa a waye sa abone we bi ma wiase da na ena wetu ne sre wetu ne nsa wetu na odakra won nanti de aye ne de Ghana for obeku ne ho de ahyemo na kyese mani begye mani atumi agye ho na on the TikTok page and Efe Pokua emeki sa post we honum say let Ghana and Ghanaians jubilate when they hear about my death because I have committed a crime that has not been committed before and it cannot be forgiven. It's okay for me to be buried alive, so Ghanaian citizens will be satisfied. Or the crying emoji account na chese ne ra ho na kuma nyina bubu na de ya wo ho ene sem opposite sansem we that the lumba na ra ho nwum ewu nwum chese ne kondo wuo ene ode to ase chese de yakoso nyina no ne ho me ete oje ne ho enye na Efe Pokua sisia na wanya suicidal thoughts no ena Kelvin so react bum say abra Efe Pokua ekọ na nanom anim e wa hemfie ekobu nkotodwe opan o machew no se na nanom e handle issue no on the man nye ye krokrokro by now we your hene na wosum e wo menje I also see utirase because enim gwase e de ma hemfo no nyina ene Kelvin kasa atutu bi nso e de ma ne wo mom na Kelvin ono de wo chirim say Efe Pokua nsem na wokan no boni bi anim asem no kra ni tie eya yentie no emra.
Take it for granted. Don't take positions for granted. Now adeba kubia bi di hu ya opa es Efe Pokua we any the group no e call menhia no. I saw chiefs sebio omo frantuma omo tia otumfo chaw mu. Yes, so person ka asem kire Onyankopon a wo ka kire mfrema. Enje so wokọ ahemfie ana wokọ menhia na ahemfo enan enum nsia te ho. Na omka say ye na ye wo menhia di asem a it means every single one of them is wearing the shoes of omupenyini. Enje Asantehene se wokọ menhia nde na se obi ti akonwam se ne ntuma ye fewo se ne ntuma nya fewo se ne ho ofewo se ne ho nya fewo se wakọ school se wonko school. The moment I mention it to sani panaset na samsoma me no, it means nyansa onyame ededum de Asantehene no, any entity a Asantehene komu no, any senia ye hu Asantehene no, you expect to say sani pana oto a sebio asem abeto na so no, obe yusu ana obe replicate the same nyansa edo tu fotrim. Enti when you see ahemfo irrespective of whatever has happened, the difference between me and Ohene and say, Ebia some to me krumua, dear Maya me hono, Ohene and yen hosa. That is the difference. And more importantly, say your Ohene na se utnim ama Ohene te se otumfua. Your conduct, your actions, your utterances should reflect nipana or denim pobu ama or setnim the diasam. I was quite amazed. Efe Pokua some kind to me as a rational, analytical human being, I see nothing wrong with it. She spoke about so many things. She spoke about chiefs. She spoke about the president. She spoke about our attitude. Some of us, some tribes respecting other chiefs respecting other tribes. She basically touched on everything. But you see, what I was so ashamed about yesterday was, and I think so we are Asantehene Sebio, so we are Asantehene oyon hinia. Mamen kane munpi se we show tumfo ase se ohene a o se nwumbre o fere ubu utiri egbo fom na sebio o ka se akonwa kese e fre no eye sikidwa no mogu nanim ase. You know why? When you watch chiefs insult a woman on camera, uhu ahemfo etete otumfo name edi obatem yana nkese edi atama yejimi yana nkese edi emebunu ayenim nyansa meme nkopa ahini bia ndiye mpapa de di hene yana nkese bi yesi ye de yenteteye yana nkese se bi o ye de yejimi efiri se nsem efiri ano ba na kire se ya ma yenteteye yemfiri fie nipa anhyeda antete kwan bi sumpa se bi o emponche kwa ebetumi di omoso. I understand, I accept it. There are other people who are using strong language like myself. I don't have a problem. It is how you see me. And think people should see us say, yana ye Jimmy, yana insem free and no ba and one thing. Now for a chief or hinia, ana ahemfo mujina otumfo papuom. Ekasama otumfo assembi e free mumu bia no ba e bia e otumfo ano asem. Enti so yo hene na se o kasama otumfo na oba ana abaywa, it does not matter. Anytime I start a card, I say there are so many things we look out for before we make somebody a chief. Sanka yakaso obia to be di hine kebefo obia, but there are so many things answer be you hine no ehun se o wasade no, there are unique things e was wo asan we di hine. And this ahemfo asebio omu nyina gina otumfo anemu na omo se kwasea na omo di obatam eto oba ho na nka yene nkwai yene yenya ade hyei e wa santimemu no yene asebio yesi yenyini ya adwene wo fom a sebio ye busuafo entumi atete no yemmom na nka wo se yesa na se wo so TV abrante ababawa na ohu ohene pon se otutumfo anemu na ose abayo bi akasetia na adwene mu no abayo bi akasetia ne hene enti ne hene asoma ne se ombagina TV so endidi obayo anatema. What does it say about ohene no? This is the biggest embarrassment to ohene bia wo Ghana, because ende se obi di ahemfu ana omutiti TV so edi obatem bebia ofri sene ano hotie sene nenim tie na every insult that goes to you directly goes to tumfo. In the sebio, se mi bia manoka se ahemfo a na sebio mo hye otumfo empobuom edi atem sei sebio ma adwene wo fom ana sebio mo nim nyansa me di otumfo atem efiri se ho na mote no na mote wo se otumfo. We should not put too much emotions. In the process of fixing a problem, you can destroy yourself. You might not like me, but what I saw, there be who ya no, ama be sia film. Tete no, ana ye nyini no, ni ehunu se menhia de. Sebio ohene bi bie na no akasa o menhia, na oyobi a sebio ya tete no. Se ohene etumi gina Ghana fo enim TV enim e wa ahemfie edi abayo atem adentira ono na adwene mu no. The abayo ne kaye no entwa yi a, then with all due respect, any madman can be a chief. Any fool can be a chief. If you say there's no difference between war hinena or kasansem no TV so and me ametia. So I have no reason to regard you as a chief. So I saw what happened yesterday and they say it is a total disrespect. Just say ahemfo no mo be share no mo go to foko ni mase. They have lowered the respect at O2 for, because if these are the council With all due respect, say where mu na sebi omo ya himfo tumfo gi omo di. Say osmo omo say omo ti de nimu a omo betuma ti nimu. Then with all due respect, there's a lack of sense somewhere. Because dear me nimu no ohene entina bedwam endi atem. It does not matter. And you know one funny thing? Nobody forced this lady to come. So with that alone, no crampono, for the lady to even say, let me come, whether I'm guilty or not, no, you have to appreciate that. Say nipano or the buo amount. Now sa akwarani betina with nimu. Now out of you think you want to be popular or out of childishness, you forget your role, the position you have been given. Now we jina national television so na udi obatem hwene nine hwene mayene yenye na nkonfo ndi atem. But for you to be representing Otumfo and Asantehene, for you to go that low, sikedwa ebaye enimguasiaka esikedwa enra ne kan sikedwa kese say wa memre bia or say ye ne de sikedwa ho. I don't disrespect anybody. I'm telling you, the reason why majority of the people today are not even watching their words are the actions and utterances of so-called ahimfubi. That is the problem. The message has been delivered. Asama Muhammad, peace be unto him, Adebaye. Asama Yesu Christo, Adebaye. Nipa bia ni asasi we so obetuma chechira tunu botum se mo bianka. De abayiwa ne kan wa kan wie. De abayiwa no ekaye no, what she said it. And you see, our problem as a people and currently our problem as leaders, we are missing the fundamentals. The emaye nipa ye di edomenim. The emaye ahemfo. The emaye nipetitri. We don't understand. Because we have been so involved in petty, emotional, tribal discourse. We have been so involved in petty, political, tribal discourse. So the principles, we've lost it. That's what I'm saying. Say, whatever this lady said, it's been said. And on earth till we all pass away, nobody can clean it. It is there. But how do we handle it? Especially, how do we handle it? Is this the best way we handle issues at Menshia? Is this how things are handled? You people want to tell us that this is how Otufo handles issues. So you people have denigrated. Mati eyetumina yesisikedwa wono mati so. Nti won asama na modwene se ewosanka munya abotre na mpese pesem na mutie mu ye ahopepre ene nkwara bia mutie mu social media nti ahemfie kase sei mu ahemfo amuhia mogu nenim ase. Because this is how most of us now perceive Menshia. So, na Menshia no sa asem koduru a ahemfo didi atam ni ensem ka sei ene wo ma no. Enti ye nchiriba na de na ye kire omo. Petty tribal discourse. Ehu ahemfo nom titi social media. Na omutie nkwara they don't even understand what they are talking about. Na ahemfo na be eno be personal. You know, there's one thing that I noticed. BBC published a story way, right? And you could see clearly say story na BBC published. BBC published. It basically exposes how our traditional system or our customs, how we need to elevate it. It is archaic. It is primitive. You know why it is primitive? It is primitive, and this is not only to Ebia Asante. It is primitive around the nation. And maybe Asembi and Yechahun Edeka Asembi. Now, when you read, and I would say, and I will read a BBC for story now. The BBC reporter interviewed a Menshia historian. So the statement or the quote that was in the BBC report, it wasn't from somebody on the street. It was from Menshia abakwasam nipa odano. Now so already how things are being done, then it means we are at a stage where sebio obi wono ya nema ye beka se chukobilo ye benom. I'm telling you. And nobody should at the end of the day onto the customs na mamre ne manmani entwene na onkofo obi de never. But we are also not supposed to be foolish and carry the ones that have been making things tough for us still around this time. Now, share the story. Let's break this down quickly. I don't want to spend too much time because, to be very fair with you, this story is not relevant. It's not going to change anything in Ghana. This Pokua issue, what is relevant about this whole story is the message the woman put out. The communities around it, I don't see it as relevant. It's just a waste of time. The most relevant part of this whole thing is seeing a studying a seminar oban kaya no. Because ohini a wotia asem so utubi bo usire mu ka asem then it is very critical that we have to be careful about the people we call leaders. Because at a point na ahemfo no any abayo ane kasa no ohini ba ako ka say me assure say asuma you have no evidence. If you're a chief we a penyini na ye asem besi wu na so na ogina otumfo mpobuo ma you don't speculate. Idea friend speculation. So what's the otumfo and a sumawa wotene mpobuo ma yemfa speculations and custom. Because the moment you use speculations and the custom no, then it means to say as someone ankasa wonimu na ebia e your time bi and the tiasam no so. Na obi aso nim se ura eye menhia. Yene ne fresi kedwa e de bosom ketwa ana bosom. That means to say asam na wote so no kra no enye no kra na wudi. In the video me who saw hini bika say wo yasoma wo wakogisika without providing any evidence no. I felt ashamed for me nhia na ma feria ma o say tutu. If we say nka bosremuka ana say in some yetietie no kwanchan na yedidi asam wo menhia dia, then at the end of the day anybody can bribe their way through menhia. But because Asantehene enim say san nyoma no entumi mboa me emfa nchichiri kuro enja edin pa ent20 ukọ menhia ansa no tumfo betu ohini bi no onfa speculations entu hene na nse wetu ahimfo bebre so utie otumfo anu asema me se minim se mehwehwe mu no metonsa frɛw mebusa obia no de me behu ye nie. So he's speaking based on fact. Na so utina otumfo mpobuom na wo so yo hene we frantoma na say all the speculations na ebu asema, then with all due respect you are more dangerous than Sebio Asantemai eye abosuma yakutia omo. And when I heard that from the chief, me ti saw hini because I no man no feme me se feme me say ahindie ne amemu agosa no and they tena menhia e the speculations bosremuka and they the kasam menhia o yemfa bosremuka. It means you are lowering the ethics, you are lowering the trust, you are lowering what people perceive menhia to be. Now, we are all beginning to believe that in Sembebreko menhia no a busremuka judgment. Because ohini bia otena asem we bia so no na otinim ema otumfo. That means otumfo uses speculations to judge cases in menhia. That's a question.
Afia Pokua any mentions and some Kelvin tell dia wodi abebob enie na bra Afia Pokua e post this some way e wo ne TikTok page ko share comment section na amanfo pi na e na e hye ne nkran say dev de enye options so wan kasa beje okra efri wonsem so be se bibia entontwa ene wakofa family na de omukọ no makokasa nyina no e yentenase abotoyem ene ntase betumi e de aba so beku hu na obeye say no wu asel na no wodi beda so da honum se koye bibi say wonso betumi achire wadwen e wo comment section honom